The moment we've been waiting for, it is finally here. We will be opening yet another World Cup for the third time in our history, and we've been in 4 World Cups. So that means only 2002 World Cup remained as the only World Cup that we never played an opening match. And this time around, it's just a rematch. Look at it as like a second leg. So what happened actually in 2010, we had the first leg of this World Cup, and then now, today we are playing the second leg at Mexico's backyard. So when you're looking at this match, you're thinking about the fact that it actually gave us a lot of excitement that we were going to the World Cup. And I think it gave a lot of people a hope as well. And I think right now, we are just facing the reality of things that, look guys, it is finally here. Let's be real and be realistic by all means that what exactly are we going to do in this match? Like, what are our expectations? Because I think that's the biggest thing when you're looking at the expectations of the country, who exactly is going to gain those benefits. If maybe someone is thinking of, there are some few players that were left out, maybe the expectations are a little bit low, or maybe there are people that looking at the talent that we have right now and be like, okay, those 26 men will go there and do something. Probably 15, 16, not all the 26 men will be involved. So I think like maybe top 15, 16 players will be involved in the match. And I'm thinking we're playing away in a ground that Mexico, they hold a good record and they are actually number 15 in the FIFA rankings. And then you're looking at all those things. And another thing is the 12 men as well. They will be playing at home. Those fans will be so intimidating for the guys. So I think mentally Bafana Bafana is prepared. And also it's going to handle that match very well. And I think my concern going into that match is looking at how Mexico they're going to attack. They might use their 2 strikers, which is Jimenez, and I forgot the name of the guy that was top goal scorer in Saudi Pro League. So you realize that if they're going to be using those, my concern is our defense. Most of the time they are ball watching, and I think our struggles in this tournament will come more on defending set pieces. And I think that's an issue that I've been seeing, even if we were qualifying for AFCON, playing in the AFCON, qualifying for the World Cup, that most of the time, the balls that are coming in the box, it's look like no one actually aware who's going to take that ball and defend it, whose responsibility to track that ball and make sure that it doesn't land on a dangerous area. So I think it's one of those things. I'm not sure if it's a communication thing or it's a structure thing or maybe it's tactical thing. I don't know. But I think when you've been watching Bafana Bafana, you've realized that any ball that comes in the box, especially if it's a cross, it's more of a problem than the ball that can come direct to them because they're able to trap those and just interfere with the attackers. So I think going into this match, we're going to suffer a lot. We're not going to see a lot of the ball. So we'll need actually to deal with the guys like Omar, which is the guy that is playing in the midfield, is playing very well. And I think he's one of the dangerous guys as well. But I'm not worried. We have Teboho Mokoena as well. So I think Tebza will be there doing his own thing as well. So I think I would like the match to be balanced. It's not going to be balanced. We will need to defend more. And I think at times, if we are going to use Modiba, I think we saw some of the clips that were looking like against Jamaica, we were playing a 3-5-2, which I think in that match might be a good thing. Think about the fact that if you have Modiba on the wing back, you have Sibelebele Omdao on the right wing back as well. Excuse me. I think that will actually give you something that will be more beneficial going forward because you'll have 5 sitting at the back trying to recover the ball. As soon as they get it, you have 2 guys that are actually coming out with the midfield trying to get those ball and moving forward for the counter. So I think that maybe will help us a lot. But I think playing against Mexico at home, it will be a difficult game. The second leg that we never wanted to see. And it was a draw at our first leg. So now, I think the results today are going to be a result that will be heavy if we don't actually fix the problems I mentioned of the defense. And I think the squad maybe might look like we might need to play 3 midfielders without a 10. I think if we can have Adams, Mokoena, and Stole, I think that will be good because at least you'll have 2 guys that can actually make sure that they play in that deep 6, and then you have Mokoena and Mfukeng, you have Mokoena and not Mfokeng and Adams actually moving in between spaces, because they do that very well at Mamelodi Sundowns, understanding each other that if I'm going forward, you coming back and cover for me. So I think if you have a guy like Stoller, so they will have that freedom. So even if we win the ball, we might have the guys that will carry the ball forward to the attackers. So I think that will be helpful as well for Bafana Bafana. But I don't know how Mdala will set up his guys against that match. It's just that I'm so afraid that he doesn't do the mistakes that he did against Egypt in the AFCON, where he was just so scared. He loaded up players in the pitch with like no structure, or the guys didn't understand the structure, because we were all over the place. We were not even a threat to Egypt. So I think one of those things that are just happened in that game. But today, it's all about us going all the way behind the boys, and it's just a quick video for me to just say we are behind the boys. We are playing our fourth World Cup as well, and it's just an excitement times. And I think with this new format, I'm expecting the round of 32, because there are lots of teams that will finish third in their group and end up qualifying. So I don't think we'll be worse than 3 teams in our group. We can be worse based on paper when you're looking at the FIFA rankings, but I don't think we should be a team that is worse than all those 3 teams. Someone there in that group might be worse than us. So I think we need to make sure that maybe the first aim is to try to have that. So if we can try to get something in this game tonight, I think it's going to be good for us going forward, because all we'll be looking for is just 1-0 win, championship score, and then we're sitting quiet with our 4 points. Then that will give us more opportunity to go into the round of 32. So round of 32, anything can happen, but if we get that, for me it will be like a good improvement, getting out of the group stages for the first time in our history of World Cup. So I think that will be very, very important. So if you've been watching this video up until this far, make sure that you support the boys, you behind all of them, and make sure that you are ready by 8 p.m. just to make sure you watch everything. You come with that spirit, making sure that you encourage the boys at home while we'll be watching on TV. So I will see you when we discuss the way going forward with the boys, and see some of the analysis that will be happening on the match here in the World Cup, and actually talk about the matches and what we can actually expect going forward in this tournament. I wish the boys all the luck, and remember, no DNA, just RSA. I'll see you on the next one.